We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. One man in the backfield, Elliott. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, it's Elliott. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Hey. 4 down. Let's go. What?
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Caught left side, Williams. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game, and I think they have to be happy with the result.
It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll be a Dallas first down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Here we go. What?
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
And the penalty now makes it 1st and 20.
4 down. Come on, let's go.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Hey, we got 4. Come on, let's go.
To the air again, Prescott. And this is incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
He's got a man. It's Williams. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
They were full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic. for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
What a spin. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And the good thing about the top-notch safeties, they can play from deep coverage or they can play close to the line of scrimmage, and the end result is often the same, a big-time play for their defensive team. And that's exactly what we just saw.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even...
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They give to Elliott. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
They go to Elliott again. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Everyone's got 4 down. Let's go.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. That's caught at the 3. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Prescott to throw on 4th. His pass caught at the 4. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
Come on, let's go.
1st and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it in. This is Elliott, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. A reminder coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. Wentz now on first down. This complete left side to Aguilar. A gain of 6 there on first. And quickly they get to the line. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Fresh set of downs here. Wentz now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Finding time. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A gain of 4 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Wentz on third down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So now it's Andrew Franks on for the field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Frank's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, at least they won't take a goose egg into intermission as they do carve out 3 points here in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Yeah, it hasn't really been the greatest of first halves. They've looked out of sync, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But a field goal here at least gives them some momentum as we tick down toward halftime.
We focus our attention now on the Eagles' defense. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger-pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke?
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. A first down throw for Prescott. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he's got the connection to Cole Beasley. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Let's go.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Fletcher Cox coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete. So we've hit halftime on turf. Jeez, don't you at least want your guys to get a drink of water? Probably pretty thirsty. Whatever, your wish, our command. Third quarter now. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Here we go. 3-19.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
2nd and 5. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the 10...
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
I actually like the fake, all right? They gave it a shot. This is one of those plays where you really think you're going to fool people because he shoveled it off to the kicker, and he was going to try and get it running. We have seen it be successful before, but definitely not on this play.
Yeah, I was going to say, as the kicker, when you see that it's probably not going to work, just terror and panic in your eyes, I would imagine.
What we really needed there was the close-up of his face while he was running.
And this one complete to Winton over the middle. A good pickup of 6 there on 1st down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. One man in the backfield, Elliott. 2nd down, Prescott. Man open left side, it's Williams. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
was a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Bryant, the lone receiver left. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves them with 14 yards still to go on third down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Prescott. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. On second down, Elliott. A beautiful fake. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. On third down, it's Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so high?
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now working their way back onto the field, the Eagles defense. They had a great job last time. They got the 4th down stop. It led to points. See if they can make magic happen twice.
How about the defense, though? You're going to go for it against us on your own side of the field. Rose up and stopped them. Went off the field and said, offense, take over. Put it in the end zone for us. And that's exactly what they did.
Puts a little chip on their shoulder when that happens, right?
Yeah, a lot of meanness involved in that. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. 3rd down here.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
Here we go.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go. What? 90.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. Throwing, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. They'll throw again. Prescott. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And a nifty little deep juke spin move. Not a great deal there on the back end, but a nice gain still.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game.
Let's go. What? 90. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Prescott now on 2nd down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
Let's get some penetration here. Ohio. What's the Ohio?
Now Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
One man in the backfield, Elliott. Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams in the final minute. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
So many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Bailey now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. And out now come the Eagles. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He's back to throw. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews with time running out. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. They juked him. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. To throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. They'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Come on, let's go!
One last shot now for Prescott. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that...